Our glorious Majesty the Queen, who is her true confidant now? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for your company today. Lovely to see you. Hope you're all keeping well as we career through this, well, difficult November weather-wise. I'm sure it's the same somewhere else around the world. Freezing here one minute, glorious sunshine the next. Just don't tell Greta. I just think it's seasonal. It's just simply winter. Do we all agree? Let me know as ever what you think in the comments. But back as ever also to your breaking royal story of the day. It's interesting with a lot of people, because one of the questions they ask you, particularly when you go around the world on royal tours and things like that, is who does our glorious Majesty the Queen confide in? Now, we've often told you here on the show, it's a really lonely job because whatever you say can get simply misconstrued. We've seen these very rare clips of Her Majesty the Queen being caught out, as they say, offering an opinion, particularly when she's called somebody rude, or indeed that famous picture of her looking down at the shoes of the wife of the Turkish Prime Minister. Looks can say everything, can they not? What I find interesting is who would, of course, our Majesty the Queen be able to confide in? Not really just on state of affairs, but family matters. You have to be very careful what you say. And let's not forget, of course, as we've seen with that recent documentary, there's always some royals, servants or assistants all ready, of course, to be earwigging, as we say in the north of England. That's called listening in, by the way. Of course, Her Majesty the Queen, sadly, lost His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh this year. And he, of course, was the man that she could turn to with basically anything. Now, she didn't necessarily agree with all of his comments and his ideas, but at least there was someone to sort of throw it to and say, well, what do you think? Now, according to a very good source out at Windsor, she basically, and I mean this in the nicest way, talks to two people. Well, two things. Her corgis, when she takes them on long walks around the estate in Windsor, and of course, not just her corgis, but she talks to the horses in her stables. Now, a lot of people may think this is nuts, and I don't mean that in a cruel way, and some might think it truly is. But it's not, because a lot of people talk to their animals. They get great comfort from them. And just to be able to speak about a particular topic and, of course, go through it, it makes sense, doesn't it? You've actually aired it. It doesn't necessarily mean you need a response. But, of course, you do get some idea moving forward about what you want to do. It clears the air. Now, as I say, when this very good source told me this particular story, at first I was rather shocked, but then I thought, I'm sure we all secretly have spoken to our animals at one point or another, and let's not forget, the one person that can truly keep secrets are animals. Or am I wrong? Neil Sean, Buckingham Palace in the heart of London.